What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at this 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 with the Super Cobra Jet motor. Huge shout out and thank you to Street Side Classics for providing this 69 Mustang for today's video. Definitely check out their website down in the description below. They have a ridiculous selection of classic cars like this Mach 1, so check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in Acapulco Blue and originally should have had the 351 cubic inch engine. However, at the factory, Ford popped in the 428 instead, making this the most powerful Mach 1 that they made. Underneath the hood, this utilizes a 7-liter, 428 cubic inch V8 big block, pumping out 335 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque. It's got a Holley 4-barrel carburetor and can do 0 to 60 in the mid 5-second range with top speed at 127 miles per hour. The engine is paired to a 4-speed manual transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels to a 3.91 traction lock limited slip differential. For some of the dimensions, the overall length is 187.4 inches with wheelbase at 108 inches. Width is 71.3 and height is 51.3 inches, and this car even runs on a 20-gallon fuel tank. And then taking a look at the exterior styling, I love how this blue color even resembles what I've seen on the modern Fords with Ford Performance Blue. So it's very cool to see the original paint color. We have a massive chrome front bumper, and you can also see chrome around the entire grille. There's also 4 round headlights, and I like how the Pony logo is over on the driver's side of the grille with a nice opening with some cool mesh. You can see a huge front splitter down below as well as some fog lights, and I like how the body color portion of the bumper goes underneath this chrome part. It's definitely a muscular looking front end design. This car is pretty much the definition of a muscle car. Up top, you can see these straps to manually release the hood, as well as a satin black vinyl decal in the entire center with the shaker hood. You can see how the Ram air intake sticks out through the hood with Cobra Jet on the side, and there's lines on the top of it to give it some cool styling. The shaker hood is pretty iconic for the Mach 1, and I remember seeing it back in the early 2000s Mach 1. Along the front fenders, you'll see a really sharp line on the top, and then there's another sharp line on the fenders going above the wheel arches. You can see Mach 1 written out with the decal going across the side profile, and this of course has that classic fastback design. The roofline slopes into the trunk, giving it that classic design, and there's another Mustang Pony logo behind the rear glass. You'll see chrome trim around the windows and chrome door handles, and then more chrome trim in the lower portion of the side skirts. This Mach 1 also has a set of 14-inch wheels in all 4 corners with a 2-tone chrome and satin black trim. The Mustang logo is in the center, and they're wrapped in a BF Goodrich tire. The whole side profile flows together very well, and I really like how you can see those iconic rear fender vents that make for a nice trim piece. The rear fender arches themselves are very wide to give it that wider appearance, and as you make your way to the rear, on top of the rear glass there's a nice satin black valence piece that gives it some more aggression. We have the same color on this pedestal spoiler, and then in back we have the traditional 3-bar taillights that you'll even see on the modern Mustangs with more chrome trim all surrounding them. Mach 1 Mustang is written out in the center with your Pony logo in the center, which is also your gas cap, finishing up with a chrome rear bumper and rear fog lights, and then a quad tip dual exhaust. So there's a good look at the exterior and some of the specifications and just a little bit of history on this Mustang Mach 1. Really cool car on the outside. We have the Ford key, nothing too fancy, just a basic metal key. Let's go ahead and check it out. We can push the button on the chrome door handle, open it up, and check out this interior. This Mach 1 has a black interior with wood accents all around. If we go ahead and take a look at the door panel now, finished off in the black vinyl, you can also see the wood trim and the Pony logo. Then we have a manual control right here for the mirror. You can see how it adjusts by just moving this little knob. We also have your roll-up windows. Just rotating this, you can make it go up and down. Then we have some carpeting on the lower side, a grab handle, and the door release handle. Along the door sill, you can see it's finished off in metal with a Ford logo, and then we have the black on the seats, which are a 2-tone, a leather vinyl material. I like how we get the red stripe in the center, and then a cool fabric design. Pretty neat to see. All manual controls, of course. Then we have your wood wrapped steering wheel with black leather in the center and the logo. And then now inside the Mustang, keep my foot all the way on this clutch, which is about a 1-foot throw, which is pretty crazy. We have the shifter into neutral. The ignition switch is way up here. You can insert the key. and fire it up. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, it's very analog as you would expect from a classic car. We have a temperature gauge, your speedometer and odometer, and then we have the tachometer as well as a fuel gauge. I do like how you can see the double bumps for the dashboard, which we've seen on the modern Mustangs. And then over on this far right side, we have the Mach One logo as well as an analog clock. In the center, we have your stereo with different controls in it. You can see some toggle switches, which kind of look like what you see in the toggles for the new car, which is kind of cool to see some of the resemblance. Down below, we have your heating system, and then we have gauges down here for oil pressure as well as the battery. We have a 4-speed shifter right here. Pretty long throws, but pretty easy how everything works. More of this wood trim. Then your seat belts are just sitting right in here. These are lap belts. And then up on the ceiling, we actually have part of the seat belt as well that'll come down. Then a whole look at the interior. Very basic, of course, given the age and everything. But very cool to see how the condition is. Pretty nice how everything is laid out. You do have quite a lot of room in here. Up top, you can see a cool stitching design for the ceiling, and then even some lights in the back. And then in the floorboards, we also have your headlight controls as well as the washer buttons. They are on 2 chrome dials. To get into the back seat, you can pull this lever up and fold the seat completely out of the way, and we can gain access to the rear seats. All right, so sitting in the back of the 69 Mustang, this is a first for me, never been in an old school car like this. Pretty crazy. It's a little tight back here. I'm 5'11". The seats are pretty low on the floor, so your knees are kind of in your chest, but the seat does fit upright. Not the most comfortable thing to be, but you know, it is doable if you're actually gonna put people in the back here. No side windows really. The ones that you do get are kind of farther forward than in a modern car, but there is a lever on them to where you can twist these out to get a little bit better airflow back here, which I do like a lot. To now take a look at the trunk space, I have one of the other keys into the lock in the back. I can twist it all the way to the right, you'll hear it unlatch, and we can take a look at what we got going on for the trunk. Pretty decent size back here. We do have the spare tire, and it goes all the way to the rear seats. Of course, there's a few other things in here, and it is pretty squared off to make this actually a practical car. If you did want to buy this and use it for quite a few items, I think even a classic Mustang could be practical just like the modern car is. All right, so it's now time to take the Mustang Mach 1 out for a mini spin. We have to limit it to this parking lot right here, but we can kind of get our bearings with it. Now, I've driven pretty much all the modern ones. In fact, I just drove the 2021 Mustang Mach 1, which is a very cool car, pretty similar to a modern day GT. But with this car, we got the big motor, very interesting, basic key fob, of course, classic car. So we'll go ahead and hop into it. I will say the biggest thing I notice is the steering wheel is huge. My legs have to get under it so I can actually get into the car. There's a manual lever on the seat, and you can slide the seat pretty far forward and back. The clutch itself though, while it's way up high, like my knee actually cannot fit in between the steering wheel and the clutch pedal, but I have to push it all the way down to there. So it's a little interesting. Go ahead and close up the door. Definitely pretty sweet feeling. And it's crazy how the ignition is so far forward, so you do have to reach a lot. So a little bit different ergonomics than what we're used to. As far as the seat belt goes, looks like it's just a basic lap belt, and this one is over on the left side. Looks like this might actually be the rear. I'm not 100% sure, or it might be an extra, I'm not too sure. But we got a lap belt on now, nice and safe for inside the Mustang. So we're in neutral, foot on the clutch, which you actually don't even need to do. So you could probably start this even in gear if you tried to, but we're in neutral. Fire this thing right up. We do have a turn signal stock over on the left side, and then there's a button over on the right. I can't quite see what it says, but there is a button there for something. So with that said, it's a little finicky getting up and going. Clutch all the way in. First gear, we'll slowly let out the clutch and give it a little bit of gas. It's a little finicky. All right, and we are rolling now. Huge steering wheel. Very long throw. All right. Makes quite a lot of noises, as you would expect. Steering wheel is just so big. We'll push the clutch in. We'll do a little bit of an acceleration. Honestly, I'm not too sure if we have power brakes or not, but they take a little bit. gets up and moves pretty well. We'll go around my camera bag and feel out some handling. There's some body roll to it, but pretty cool. Down in the second, we'll give it some more gas. Wow, that actually gets up and moves though. That's crazy how there's actually quite a lot of torque. These older cars you always hear about, they have like no power for how big the engine is. This vehicle actually is pretty darn fast, even for today's standard. You know, over 400 pound-feet of torque like that. So you can feel it. You can certainly feel the power in this. Handling is certainly not what a modern car is, but it's pretty neat nonetheless. But yeah, so my overall opinion of driving it, way different than a normal car, or a modern car I should say. The braking, you really gotta push it to slow it down, and then the clutch pedal, it is a far throw. Shifter, same sort of deal. Go ahead and shut that off. And we got an e-brake over on this left side. Very interesting car to drive. Pretty sweet though. I like how it is powerful. I did not expect it to be that fast feeling, and of course we weren't even going too crazy in the revs or anything like that, but a very cool car nonetheless. 1969 Mustang Mach 1. If you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Huge shout out once again to Street Side Classics for providing this car for today's video. Definitely check out their website. They have a ridiculous selection of some nice classics and some modern muscle cars as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.